Good evening. I'm going to do, mainly because I didn't have much else on today. Actually, I should be mowing the lawn, but I'm not feeling real good, so I thought I'd do a little overview of some of my favourite cave pedals, and some of these pedals are not really available currently, but if there was interest, perhaps Heath Cave could be talked into producing them again. I'm going to start with the Grunt pedal, and you know the one. There were a few different styles of it, but my one looks like this. Do you get that? Right, I've got it here on my knee. So what I've done, my usual thing, I've got a standard sort of bass. I'm using a single coil in the neck, a bit like a jazz single coil, but yeah, to give you an idea. And it sounds by itself. Little Fender amp over there. So with the Grunt pedal, what I've got the actually the volume is flat out. The boost, which is the dirt part of it, the overdrive, that's flat out as well, and I've got the tone all the way up. So clean, and now that's quite a boost. You often don't need that much volume. If I take the drive back, I'll take the drive back right down. The actual volume is just the same. Clean again. Bass by itself, and with a clean boost. Now, apart from that, I'll roll the tone right off as well. So boosted, no dirt, and tone right down. Rather old school sound there. So from all those little settings that you heard, it can be quite a versatile pedal. My favourite one is this one. It's about the dirt halfway up, volume not all the way up, and the tone all the way up. Turn it off. Just a nice foil to the normal sound. Like that. Alright, that's the Grunt pedal. What else have we got here? Now I have another pedal on my knee. Pardon me. This is the Furry Tongue, and that was a bit of wordplay on the word veritone, and it was designed to, wouldn't even say replicate, but just to sort of simulate the switching that might have been on Gibson's 60s and 70s basses. The EB3, which is a favourite of mine, had this wonderfully overtly complicated switching that made some good sounds and some really awful ones. And this kind of mimics that. So, right, so again, clean sound. And this is a setting 1 on the Furry Tongue. Which has a low boost and slightly hollowed out in the middle. Next one along is sort of an out of phase sound almost. Still got some real lows there. Go back to clean. Sort of a honky mid. And next one along, go clean. Now what's the next one going to be? Upper mid boost, low bass cut. Cuts through kind of well, that one. Yep. Next one. Right, that's on there. treble cut. And normal sound. So all these different little sounds with this 4-position switch. I have used this one particularly for direct recording, and you just plug your instrument into it and you can very quickly just dial a sound to something close to what you're looking for. Again, like all these cave pedals, has a sort of an old school, I keep using that word, sort of vibe. Anyhow, that's the Furry Tongue. What's next? Get another one of my favourites here. This is the Wasp, and it looks like... And as you can see there, it just has the switch and one knob. And really, there's a few ways to use it, but the best way is flat out. And I'll demonstrate that. The Wasp is a fuzz pedal, again passive, no batteries. Same old sound, dry. Again, it doesn't boost volume. It's not a booster fuzz, but it'll give you approximately the same as your clean volume. Much the same, and it's actually a nice, friendly sounding fuzz pedal. With some fuzz, they wants to tear your speakers out. This one seems to be tailored just right. I'll wind the boost back a bit, and you'll hear what it does. Goes sort of papery sounding. So flat out seems to work best. Yeah, another good one. Alright, got one more to show you, and that is the OctaBass. Hang on, you might want another look at that. Right, you got it. The OctaBass was meant to be an octave up effect. It sounds that effect is there, but it has a lot of it's quite modulated in its effect and a little bit hairy. But it has a, I don't know, what would you say, a sweet hairiness about its sound. A bit odd, isn't it? Anyhow, that's on. Hang on. Right, now it doesn't boost, but it will boost certain frequencies, but I'll just play a little riff with it and you'll hear how modulated it is down here. Yeah, down there it sounds a bit like a science project gone wrong, but when you go up here it's quite interesting. So it's got a real top end sort of, that's where you hear the octave. It just jumped up an octave there. With a sort of a synthy overtone. Again, this is sort of for mad scientists really. If you stick a delay pedal behind it, it goes really quite a spacey thing. So this is a special effect. It's not sort of an overdrive, a boost, or any sort of normal thing. This is a little bit out there. Now there are other effects that Cave made, the bass Ming modulator, which they had a lot more output, but they were kind of gated and they weren't as sweet. quite sing the same way. So I tended to like this one. Who knows, if lots of people like it, maybe it'll come back. But yeah, so that's just an overview of 4 pedals. The one that you will see again for sure is the one you saw first, the Grunt pedal, because it's just such a successful design. But I do like these other ones, and they do things that even active, battery digital pedals can't quite capture. And that's why I like them.